saving American taxpayers hundreds of billions of dollars. The windmills are killing our country, by the way. The fields are littered with them, junk. They're littered with them. And they get older, and they get rusty, and they get bad, and they get. And this is other countries also. It's the greatest scam in history. It's the most expensive energy you can buy. They're ugly. A friend of mine comes from Minnesota. He's been in New York. He hit it big. He's a very successful guy, actually. And he wanted to go back, see his mother who's not well. He went back to Minnesota. Hasn't been back there in 20 years.
Move.
And he said, it's
Move,
unbelievable
Connie.
what happened. He said, I'm driving down a highway and up a certain road and the most beautiful fields. I remember them so well. And I was so looking forward to seeing him again. And I looked at him and they had windmills all over him, these horrible, horrible structures. He's a very smart guy, this guy. And he said, these ugly, horrible things. And he said, it was so bad, I actually drove back to see it because I couldn't believe it. Before I even got to my mother, I drove back. I said, how much do you like your mother? But no, it hurt him to see it. He said, I looked at this field that was one of the most beautiful places in my own mind and imagination that I've ever seen. And I said, it's littered with this garbage. It looked like a junkyard, he said. And some, so then you get different manufacturers, and they don't look alike, and they're not painted alike, different colors. You have, even if they're white, one's a beigey white, one's a darker white, one's a lighter white, and then they start to rust after 4 or 5 years. And then they start to wear out, and nobody takes them because you're not allowed to bury the propellers, the props, right? You can't bury the props for some reason. I don't know why, but they say that you can't bury a certain type of fiber, and if it goes in the ground, we're all gonna die. It's what bullshit this is, okay? They can't buy. So what they do is they leave them up. If you go to Palm Springs, California, take a look. You won't go into this beautiful community before you get, it's like you're riding through a junkyard. Windmills all over the place. Tall ones, short ones, dead ones, they're all dead. Some are hanging over by a thread. They never take them down, they just leave them there and they start to rust. It's one of the greatest scams, and it's also the most expensive energy. And the environmentalists say, oh, we love wind. It sounds so good, but it's a horrible thing. Environmentally, it's a horrible thing. I say that to you. It's wind, and we are going to have virtually no, one mandate we have, we're going to natural gas, nuclear, we just had a big signing with nuclear, making it easier, safer and better. It's really, I would say probably more than any other form of energy that's come about. It's been amazing what's been done. It's very safe, very good, and very inexpensive. But we're not going to let windmills get built because we're not going to destroy our country any further than it's already been destroyed. You go and look at these beautiful plains and valleys, and they're loaded up with this garbage that gets worse and worse looking with time. Starts when the rust comes. 4.5 years it starts to rust, and it's very expensive to paint them. So they don't paint them, and they're horrible. What's happened is horrible, so we're not going to approve windmills unless something happens that's an emergency. I guess it could happen, but we're not doing any of them. I hope the Senate will soon pass a bill the House can quickly approve and get to my desk by the 4th of July. We'll have this done. And to further defend our auto workers, I imposed a 25% tariff on all foreign automobiles. Investment in American auto manufacturing is surging because of it. They have Mercedes all over. They pay 25% if they don't make the car in the United States. And because of that, and this could have been done long before Trump, this could have been done by any one of the presidents. I did it with China. The reason you don't have Chinese cars here is because I imposed it in my last term. I actually asked the question, I said, do we have any Chinese cars? You know, why? Because you imposed a 25 or 27.5% tariff on Chinese cars. So they're not coming here, but they are going to Europe all over the place. But I love China. We just made a deal, and I respect President Xi a lot. And we made a deal that's good for both countries. The deal we made with China is good for both countries. It's going to be a lot of money made, and it's going to ultimately open up China, which is the ultimate thing. And I'm going to be working with President Xi. We had a long talk about it. And that's going to be good for China. It's going to be good for us. But we're going to be opening up China. That's bigger than what we signed. And I think had we not signed it, that wouldn't be happening. It's going to happen. It's going to happen fairly soon. But to further defend our auto workers, I imposed this 25% tariff on all foreign automobiles and investment in American manufacturing and auto manufacturing. All manufacturing is surging. And I might go up with that tariff in the not too distant future. The higher you go, the more likely it is they build a plant here. Ford has just announced that it's going to invest $500 million in some of the things involved in what we just did. General Motors is going to spend $4 billion. They just announced that yesterday. Stellantis announced that it's going to reopen its Belvidere assembly plant. That's good. I know the plant very well. Had a lot of problems. They're going to spend $5 billion. And Hyundai announced that it will invest $21 billion in America. They wouldn't have invested 10 cents if we didn't have tariffs, including for manufacturing American steel, which is doing great. American steel is doing great now because of what we did. You wouldn't have, if I didn't put tariffs on steel, they were dumping steel, China and a lot of other countries were dumping steel in our country, garbage steel, dirty steel, bad steel, not structurally sound steel, real garbage, but it was still there, lots of it. And if I didn't put tariffs, I put 25 and 50% tariffs on steel, right? John James, we put tariffs on steel, and we were doing great with steel. Now we're really doing great. A big investment's being made in Pennsylvania. You've been reading about it. They're going to spend $17 billion on U.S. steel, and all the steel workers wanted it. And we have a golden stock. We have a golden share, which I control, or President controls. Now I'm a little concerned whoever the president might be, but that gives you total control. It's 51% ownership by Americans. And we have a company, a great company, Nippon. They're coming in from Japan. They're going to spend $17 billion. And somebody said, well, what happens if it doesn't work out? I said, they spent $17 billion. We can't put it on a trailer and drive it to Japan. This is a steel mill. You know, some businesses you can move. You move your office and that's where the business is. And with this business, they're spending think of that, $17 billion. They're going to have them all over the country. I want to introduce several of the great Americans representing the millions of people whose livelihoods we're saving with today's action. I just can't tell you how incredible this action is, because nobody thought this was one that I wasn't so. I would have rather had it than almost anything, but I was told by everybody, except that guy right there, that you couldn't get it. Bill Kent runs a chain of family-owned convenience stores that opened in West Texas in 1957, known as Kent Quick. And Bill, if you could come up and say a few words about what the signing means to you, please.
Come on up, Bill. Step.
Wow, you're probably wondering why I've called you all here today, right?
Wow.
What a great day. From my perspective, I'm in the convenience store and petroleum marketing business. And what this does is it gives us freedom. It gives the consumers freedom to pick what kind of car
Sit your
they want.
stupid ass
But more
there.
importantly for us,
See the fucking
it
thing
gives
there.
us the ability to plan going forward, because with mandates, we were forced to have to look at putting in infrastructure that frankly is extremely expensive and doesn't give you any return. So this allows us, it's going to free me up and our companies up to invest in what people want, in the cars they want, and it's a great day. So, Mr. President, Congress, thank you, Steve, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you.
And a friend of mine for a long time is John Hess. He's one of the top CEOs in the country. And he's now the CEO of Hess Corporation, one of the biggest oil producers. And he's a fantastic person with great knowledge of the subject matter. Can you say a few words, John? I see you in the audience. Come on, thanks.
John Hess, and CEO of Hess Corporation, a proud producer of oil and gas in North Dakota and the Gulf of America. And so you all know that I was born in New Jersey, grew up in New York, and my father started our company by driving a second-hand oil truck. So, Mr. President, it's an honor to be before you today, and thank you for that. Mr. President, during your campaign, you made a commitment to the American people to repeal unworkable and costly mandates for cars and trucks and let the consumer choose what type of vehicle they drive. Today, with the bipartisan support of Congress, you're making good on that promise. I'd like to recognize Speaker Johnson, Leader Thune, other members of Congress whose tireless efforts were critical to the outcome we're celebrating today. And a special thank you to Senator Capito for her leadership. This announcement today is about consumer choice and affordability for American families. It's also about making our country auto industry more competitive, Mr. President, and you said that very eloquently. As you know, Mr. President, one-size-fits-all policies like those adopted in California do not work. America, in every state, every American should be able to choose what they want to drive, not the government. We as a country would be basically leaning into our competitive advantage with this repeal on oil and gas. Oil and gas are a strategic industry for our country, underpinning energy dominance, economic prosperity, and national security. We are truly energy independent. So, Mr. President, on behalf of Hess Corporation, on behalf of the oil and gas industry, and every family across our country, thank you for your courageous leadership and your commitment to consumer choice and energy affordability. Thank you very much.
Very respected guy. The California EV mandates would also have devastated our nation's incredible truck drivers and the trucking industry, and I gave you a little bit of a rundown of that. But a diesel-powered semi-truck can drive from Reno, Nevada, I'll give you some other locations, Nevada to Los Angeles, California, and back on a single tank of diesel oil, diesel fuel, but the same exact journey would require an electric truck driver to stop also 6 times at recharging stations, adding an estimated 9 hours to the trip. I don't know too much about the trucking industry, but this is not sounding good. Here to discuss a little bit about the trucking industry, Gina Jones. And Gina, a real expert on trucks, I can tell you that. She's going to come up and tell us about trucks. Thank you, Gina. Thank you,
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
President.
very much.
And thank you, members and Congress. The trucking industry has America's back. And we are grateful that a president and the administration that have our back too. Today, trucks are 99% cleaner than a generation ago. We need great partners in government to continue that process. We cannot allow one state's regulations to disrupt our entire nation's supply chain. Allowing California to do so would have negativity impacted the hundreds and thousands of truck drivers who deliver critical goods across the country each and every day. In order to deliver for American families and businesses, we need realistic national standards. With the signing of this resolution, Mr. President, you have delivered the leadership that trucking industries need. Promises made, promises kept. On behalf of the 8 On behalf of the 8.5 million Americans who work throughout the trucking industry, I thank you.
Thank you very much. Great job. So just to wrap it up, I say under the Trump administration, we will restore the full strength, might, and glory of the American auto and trucking industry. We'll protect our truck drivers, auto workers, small business people, and manufacturers all over our country, and actually all over the world, and that's okay too. They'll be doing a product that works, a product that's much more efficient, that's better, it's much better, less expensive, and we'll put affordable energy and affordable car ownership back on the center of the American dream as we make America great again, and that's what's happening. We're making America great. You know, when I went over to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, just a couple of weeks ago, the leaders of those countries, and they're very smart people, they said, you know, you've made in a short period of time America the hottest nation in the world. It's the hottest, you're the only one we talk about now. And 6 months ago it was a laughing stock. They said that to me, those words, it was a laughing stock, and it was an absolute laughing stock. We've got the hottest nation right now in the whole world, and the numbers are reflecting it too. So I just think it's great. And what I'll do is I'll sign this, then we can take a couple of questions if you want. And we will be finished, and you're gonna go off and you're gonna build the most beautiful automobiles for 20% less money. And I wanna thank you, man, you have done some job. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody. You guys wanna come up here? Come on, surround it. Okay, we're gonna sign 3 bills that do everything I just said. No auto pens allowed. That's for you. Keep that, Mike. Yeah, that one was so good. Give it back to him. That's a good one. No, I'll sign all 3 of them. Yeah. You never know what you get. Number 2. Very steady hand. It's very important. Only a steady hand can sign like that, right? Absolutely. I've been told that, actually. And here's number 3, and it all goes into effect. Everything I said goes into effect. Lower prices, better cars, and choice. You can say choice. We have choice for education, and you have choice for cars now, right? Common sense is right. You're right. Common sense is right. Okay, now I can give you the pen.
Thanks.
Okay, you'll take these, pass these around, fellas. Good jump, James. Yeah, you have one, John?
Yes, sir.
Pass them around. Okay, everybody. You're gonna take them. Some of them. Okay? Go ahead, please. All right, Brian, yep. Minneapolis?
I have some very close friends who run some of the largest auto dealerships in Southern California. What's that? Automotive Group.
Good.
Their message to you, they're 100% behind you right now. They know they're going through some soft sales period.
It's true.
What's your message to thousands of auto dealerships across this country that are kind of navigating through this tariff?
Yeah, they're gonna do better than ever before. They're gonna sell cars in America at levels that they've never even thought of before. And they're gonna make more money than they ever made before. It's gonna be great. They're gonna be selling a better car too. It's gonna be a better product.
And they're behind you 100%.
I know that. They have been behind me, right? They knew it was right. They've been asking for this for 25, 30 years, in all fairness. No, they're very happy. I told you, the Auto Workers Union, we got tremendous votes. But they like me today even better than they did on Election Day on November 5th, because they see the results now. They're all happening. And yeah, they have plants moving in, Brian. A lot of plants are moving in. Thank you very much for that question. Yeah.
The auto industry then.
Oh, he was killing the auto industry. I don't think he knew it. I think he's a guy who, he's just got a faulty thought process. You look at that train, the train is the most, I've seen people, stupid people with cost overruns for years. I've watched where something would cost twice as much or 3 times. But this thing is costing 20 times more. It's the most incredible disaster I've ever seen. That's one. The cars are just as bad. Everything's bad. And now you have the situation. So his own sheriff, who's a good man, by the way, said 2 days ago, 3 days ago, that we could not have done this without the military. They were going to take over this whole, they couldn't have done it. Now today they got him to change his tune. He said, oh, I think we could have handled it. You know, it's so sad. He was so honest. I was using his quote all over the place, and they got him to change. But he knows. Los Angeles would be right now burning to the ground, just like the houses burned to the ground. It's so sad what's going on in Los Angeles. Think of it. They had a fire that should have never had because they should have listened to me in the water. Eventually, we broke in and we had the water come down from the Pacific Northwest. I can show you pictures now with the half pipes, the big half pipes coming all the way down California. Water, so much water. They don't have any droughts. They don't have any. They have so much water. They sent it all out to the Pacific Ocean for 20 years. So ridiculous. And we got them to take it now. But what they do and what they're doing, this is a big problem. And what they really want to do is keep criminals, because they're trying to protect criminals. Sanctuary cities are a disaster in this country. And most of the voters don't want them. Politicians like them for whatever reason, but I think the politicians are wrong. That's why we won in such a convincing fashion. We won all 7 swing states. We won by millions of votes. We won 2,750 districts as opposed to 505. That's why when you look at the map, it's almost all red. It's got 2 little blue stripes on each side of it. It's almost all red. But no, you have to, I always got along with Gavin. I like Gavin. I've liked him, always. He said I never called him. You know, they asked him a question on Fox, I guess. I never spoke to him. He doesn't remember the call. He doesn't remember. I never spoke. And then I produced a phone call. I had it. It took me about 2 minutes. I said, well, here's the call. It lasted 16 minutes and 4 seconds. And it was at 12:30 in the evening. I actually made a call, didn't pick up. I called him the second time, and he picked up. And I told him, I said, you have to get your ass in gear, because you're gonna have a problem there. And he would have. If we didn't bring the military in, you would have right now something. And I went through it because I follow the rules 100%. And I watched in Minnesota, we have the man who ran for Vice President of the United States. Fortunately, he was a disaster. But he wouldn't call in the National Guard. And I eventually called in the National Guard, but it was seven days later. I said, I'll never do that again. I'm never gonna, if I see problems brewing, if they're not gonna do the problem, I'm not gonna wait 2 weeks. Because that city, Minneapolis, burned down. Do you remember the CNN anchor? He was standing there saying, yes, this is a peaceful rally. And behind him, the entire city was on fire. It looked like World War II. And I appreciate the question. Please. Thank you.
First, the terrible, horrific reaction to that first, and do you speak to Prime Minister Modi?
The plane crash was terrible. I've already told them anything we can do. It's a big country, a strong country, and they'll handle it, I'm sure. But I let them know that anything we can do, we'll be over there immediately. But it was a horrific crash. It looks like most are gone. They actually maybe have a couple survivors, which is just heard. But that was a horrible crash. Nobody has any idea what it might be. I gave him a couple of pointers. I said, maybe you look at this or that. You know, we saw the plane. It looked like it was flying pretty well. It didn't look like there was an explosion. It just looked like the engines maybe lost power. But boy, that is a terrible crash. It's one of the worst in aviation history. Yeah, second.
How confident are you, sir, that conflict with Iran can be avoided?
Well, I'd love to avoid the conflict. Iran's going to have to negotiate a little bit tougher, meaning they're going to have to give us some things that they're not willing to give us right now. I'm the last person. I've kept us out of wars. We defeated ISIS completely, 100%, and I haven't had it's peace through strength. I believe in peace through strength. We're the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt the military, as you remember, for 4 years. I rebuilt the military. And then we gave a chunk of it away, but it was still peanuts. It was a lot, but it was peanuts compared to what we rebuilt. Gave it to Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our country with the whole withdrawal, the way they withdrew was very embarrassing. But we rebuilt the military. We have the greatest, strongest military. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in 4 weeks. It was told to be 5 years. It was going to take 5 years, anywhere from 4 to 5 years. We did it in 4 weeks, with, by the way, headed by the general who's now the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That's why he's there. He said it would take 4 weeks, and he did it in 4 weeks. He did actually a little bit faster. So we have a great country, and we're going to keep it that way. And when it comes to Los Angeles or other cities, if we see other cities are gearing up, and these people are agitators, they're paid, they're professionals, they're insurrectionists, they're troublemakers, they're all of those things, but I believe they're paid. And we're going to find out through Pam Bondi and her great staff, her great people at Justice, who they are. And Mike, I think you're doing some investigations in that in Congress, but we're going to find out who they are, because they're really, I think what they're doing is unbelievably illegal. Just one thing, so they took the bricks away from people. They're walking in with satchels of bricks. Now, why do you have bricks? You have bricks because you throw bricks. They're very potent. If they hit you, they kill you. And they took them away. The military took them away. They saw him, what the hell is this? The guy could hardly carry many bricks. He's a strong guy, couldn't carry him. And they saw that and they took him away. Then they found others with bricks. But they're ingenious. They also brought hammers along, very heavy hammers. And I saw them pounding the curb and pounding the sidewalk. And it was like a military operation. This guy's pounding strong, boom, big shots. And it was breaking up granite, the granite curbs. And the granite was breaking up and the concrete was breaking up. And there was lines of people standing there and they're handing him. And then he stopped handing them. They just went down and picked him up. It was so professional. I said, that's a professional organization. This is not like people at random. This guy's breaking up because they couldn't use the bricks. So who would think of this even? Did a lot of damage. A lot of curbs are broken. A lot of sidewalks broken. But I never saw that before. That's one I haven't seen. I thought I saw it all. And they have it on tape. And with that, the people get killed. You know, they go to the bridges and they drop the concrete off the top of the bridge with a car coming along at 70 miles an hour and the person dies. And we had a lot of car problems. You saw that. They were all over the road. They were littered all over the road where the cars got stopped by concrete going through the front windshield. Now, these are bad people. If we didn't go, Los Angeles right now would be on fire. It would be a disaster. And we stopped it. And last night was very good. Nobody showed up. You know why they didn't show up? Because we were there. if it was just the police, because the police are great. I know those police, they're great, but they're told not to do anything. They're not allowed to act. Thank you.
How imminent is the Israeli strike on Iran?
Well, I don't want to say imminent, but it looks like it's something that could very well happen. Look, it's very simple, not complicated. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Other than that, I want them to be successful. I want them to be tremendous. We'll help them be successful. We'll trade with them. We'll do whatever is necessary. You know, I stopped a war between India and Pakistan. And I stopped it with trade. I don't think I've ever seen a story written about it, but it was pretty cool. They were getting ready. Pakistan was their turn to hit, and eventually they're going to go nuclear. And I stopped it. I called I respect each leader greatly, I know them. And I spoke to them and I talked about trade. I said, but you're not trading with us if you're going to go to war, if you're going to start throwing nuclear weapons around. And I said it to both of them, and they were both unbelievable, actually. They understood it exactly. They stopped. I stopped that war with phone calls and trade. And India's here right now negotiating a trade deal, and Pakistan's coming, I think, next week. And I'm very proud of that. Nobody died. The nuclear weapons, they each have very severe, very substantial numbers of nuclear weapons. And I think we should get some credit for that. You know, the whole Republican Party should, because that's their mindset. Please. Yes, ma'am. What?
Are you still concerned about national security issues?
Look, I've always been in favor of students coming in from other countries. That includes China. And we have 500,000 Chinese students coming in. I've always been in favor of it. Does it mean that you have to watch people? Yeah, you have to watch students, but you have to watch other people also. I've always been strongly in favor of it. I think it's a great thing. It's good for our schools. I think it's good for our country. I'm also in favor of having them stay. I've been in favor of letting them stay. If you get educated for 4 years, you're willing to get educated for 4 years. I like people being able to stay. You know, they have some great students. You have some, these are Republicans clapping. You know, because a lot of Republicans don't like that idea. I happen to like it. I'm a real Republican, believe it or not. But I like the idea. They go 4 years. To me, that's almost like, you know, just buying your way in a very legitimate way. And, you know, you have stories where Apple wants to hire somebody and they can't hire him because he can't stay. And he went to a great school. He finished first in his class. They made him a big offer. And everything's done, but he has no idea whether or not he's going to be able to stay. And I'm all for making sure that people like that can go to work for all of our great companies. And you know what they do? They go back to their country, and there are stories that are all over the place. They go back to their company and they start a company just like they were going to start here. They end up starting it in China or India or someplace else, and now they're among the richest people in the world. They've got thousands and thousands of employees that make it great. This is happening all the time, because they're not allowed to stay, and I think we'll probably end up doing something about that, right? Yeah, go ahead, you in the blue, please, light blue.
Thank you, Mr. President. How will our issues set back home between Ukraine and Russia? We see a very bad escalation. Russia is leading a massive
I'm very close to the situation. I'm very disappointed in Russia. But I'm disappointed in Ukraine also, because I think deals could have been made. And, you know, we're losing 5,000 to 6,000 people a week, soldiers mostly, but also people living in towns because they're getting hit by missiles again. How'd you like to live in a building and you think a missile has a good chance of hitting your building during the evening? It's horrible. Must be horrible to live like that. But, I mean, we'll get it, but it's, I'm disappointed that it's not done. We did great with India and Pakistan. We did very good with Israel. I thought, look, October 7th was a disaster. People forget, you know, they like to forget. That was a horrible thing. But, you know, none of these things would have happened if I were president. If I were president, none of it would have happened. You wouldn't have the Israel problem. Iran was broke, they had no money, we had big sanctions on them. Biden immediately let them get rich, $300 billion they have right now. But they had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah, they had no money for anything. It was perfect. We wouldn't have had inflation that was caused by oil, Chris. The oil price went through the roof. It was also caused by their spending, but it was caused more by oil than anything else. The oil went so high, got close to $100 a barrel. And that also kept the war going with Putin, because at $100 a barrel, that was a big money-making experience. But now it's down to where it's not so good for them anymore. No, it's very important to get that solved. That's a bloodbath. That's a terrible bloodbath that's going on. Yeah, please go ahead. We're going to get those two getting together, you know? I told them, India and Pakistan, they've had a long time rivalry over Kashmir. And I said, I can solve anything. I'll be your arbitrator. I will be your arbitrator. I can solve anything. And I started the first question, how long has it been going on? They said, 2,000 years. I said, oh, that's a lot. They don't think it is. When I heard 2,000 years, I said, maybe I'll have John Hess solve that problem. Peter?
Thank you, President Trump. I have two. First, on immigration. What made you change your mind about targeting in California farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business?
Well, we're not targeting. In fact, if you look today, I put out a statement today about farmers. Our farmers are being hurt badly by, you know, they have very good workers. They've worked for them for 20 years. They're not citizens, but they've turned out to be, you know, great. And we're gonna have to do something about that. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back because they don't have maybe what they're supposed to have, maybe not. And you know what's gonna happen and what is happening? They get rid of some of the people because, you know, you go into a farm and you look and people they've been there for 20, 25 years and they've worked great and the owner of the farm loves them and everything else, and then you're supposed to throw them out, and you know what happens? They end up hiring the people, the criminals that have come in, the murderers from prisons and everything else. So we're going to have an order on that pretty soon, I think. We can't do that to our farmers, and leisure too, hotels. We're going to have to use a lot of common sense on that.
And my other question about the Middle East, as the Israelis apparently gear up for some kind of an attack, a hostile attack on Iran, are you trying to talk Netanyahu out of doing that, or are you so against Iran having a nuclear weapon that you're okay, he does his thing because it is not an American?
Yeah, it's a very fair question. Look, I want to have an agreement with Iran. We're fairly close to an agreement. We are fairly close to a pretty good agreement. It's got to be better than pretty good, though, but it's got to be, I much prefer an agreement. As long as I think there is an agreement, I don't want them going in because I think it would blow it. Might help it, actually, but it also could blow it. But we've had very good discussions with Iran. Whether or not we get there, I can't tell you, but it'll happen soon. I say this, Peter, very strongly. They can't have, whether it's going in or not going in, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I prefer the more friendly path.
Can you tell us what the Israelis told you, servicemen and women who are stationed in the Middle East?
They didn't tell me anything, but I said, look, there's a chance of massive conflict. We have a lot of American people in this area, and I said, we got to tell them to get out because something could happen soon. And I don't want to be the one that didn't give any warning and missiles are flying into their buildings. It's possible. So I had to do it. I had the choice. Do I do it or not? Doing it has its downside, but it also has its upside, like you're going to save a lot of lives if it should happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Right? Thank you.
Mr. President, for Americans that are coming to Washington on Saturday, the military,
It's going to be a great day.
what would you like folks to take away from that day? What would you hope that they would remember? And also, Mr.
What
President,
our country it is. and how strong our military is. We have the strongest military in the world. You know, it's very interesting. 3 weeks ago, it was the end of anniversary, end of World War II. And I called France, and Macron was a good man. I said, what are you doing? He goes, we're celebrating World War II, our victory. I said, your victory? Your victory? Tell me about that. And then I called somebody else, and I happened to speak to President Putin at the time. Now, in all fairness to him, he lost 51 million people, and he did fight. Russia fought. Sort of interesting, isn't it? He fought with us in World War II, and everybody hates him. And Germany and Japan, they're fine. You know, someday somebody will explain that, but I like Germany and Japan too. But Putin is a little confused by that, you know. He said, we lost 51 million people, and we were your ally. And now everybody hates Russia, and they love Germany and Japan. I said, let's explain that sometime, okay? But it's a strange world. But I will say this, look, I want them to go away saying how great our country is and how great our military is. And I was making all these calls, and for some reason I spoke to like 4 different places. Sir, are you celebrating? And I said, you know, we won World War II and World War I, right? We won them. And yet we're the only country that doesn't celebrate. Everybody's celebrating except us. And I said, we should celebrate too.
There are several No Kings protests planned across the country on Saturday as well. What are your thoughts on those?
What do they call, no king?
No Kings.
I don't feel like a king. I have to go through hell to get stuff approved. A king would say, I'm not gonna get this. A king would have never had the California mandate to even be talking to him. He wouldn't have to call up Mike Johnson and Thune and say, fellas, you gotta pull this off, and after years we get it done. No, we're not a king. We're not a king at all. Thank you very much. Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
Sir,
Go ahead.
Mr. President, sorry, you made a lengthy posting today on Truth Social about Senator Rand Paul. Do you expect to see him at the picnic tonight, sir?
I do. I look forward to seeing him, actually. I like him. He's the hardest vote in the history of the U.S. Senate to get. Probably won't get him. But he's a very tough vote. I mean, he's a very tough vote. He's always been a friend of mine. You know, I endorsed him and got him elected. I got him elected twice. But I don't think he understands how great this bill is. This is a great bill. No tax on tips, no tax on, you know, the Social Security payments. It's unbelievable what happens. No tax on overtime. You work overtime, no more tax. It's so, and those are big, but they're minor compared to the big things. Taxes reduced. And let's look at the other side. If it doesn't get approved, a 68% tax increase, 68%, including the fact that the Trump tax cuts kick in. But it's a 68% tax increase and many other bad things. I don't even want to, some of them are so bad, I don't even want to talk about them. I think it's one of the greatest bills we'll ever pass in this country. And I think that Leader Thune, this gentleman right here, what he's gone through on this with, you know, we started off with a majority of 1, now I guess we have 7, so it's like easier, but it's really sort of 3. It's 7, but it really equates to 3, right? And we have great support. I mean, I can't tell you, I can't guarantee, but when you have a majority of essentially 3, where you can't lose anything more than 3 votes, and you get it passed, it's pretty amazing. And I think it's gonna haunt the Democrats because most of the bill is common sense. It's tax cuts, it's border wall funding, it's military funding properly spent. It's all things that are like common sense. They're all good. There's nothing tricky about it. It's basic stuff. And we don't intend on getting one, think of it, not one Democrat vote in the House. Mike, not one. Maybe somebody will come along. I don't know how they can run for office. So many different things. We're gonna very important, Medicare and Medicaid are gonna be strengthened, not hurt. You know, they're using fake narrative. Oh, they're gonna be strengthened. We're gonna strengthen them. They're gonna destroy them because under their policies, Medicare and Medicaid go away. Senate, the House, the whole thing. It's incredible. I was gonna sign a executive order and give it a shot, but the one good thing with this, number 1, it holds up forever, and number 2, unless somebody votes it out, they'll never do that. And It's just so much better, huh? So much better. That's so great. Very proud of you. We're joined today by the great Speaker of the House. I think he's going to go down as a great Speaker of the House, too. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I think he is. And he's doing something, the only thing I would say is more important than this one, and I'll tell you what, it's almost close. That's how big this is today. But the great, big, beautiful, I added the word great, I used the word, the great, big, beautiful bill. It's going to be one of the most, I said it this morning to a group, I think it's the most important, one of the most important pieces of legislation ever signed, ever approved. So it's going to be something very special. Thank you very much. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, thank you. Secretary Sean Duffy, and they had a problem in India today, and you learned that. Sean's doing a tremendous job. Secretary Chris Wright, everybody said you'd never be able to get him. He's the most talented man, they say, in the oil and gas industry. I'll let you know in about 2 years if that's true. Well, Doug Burgum, I wanted Doug Burgum to head up energy because he was so successful in North Dakota. He's governor. And he said, sir, there's one person who's much better than me. I said, who? They said, Chris Wright. I said, who the hell is Chris Wright? I had no idea. Now everyone knows Chris Wright. He's going to be more famous than me. But he said, there's a guy named Chris Wright, and if we could get him, he'd be better than I am, sir. And if you know Doug, Doug's not here, is he? If you knew Doug, he's always working someplace, but if you knew Doug, you'd know that he doesn't say that often, and he did. And Chris, you're doing great. But I don't like the oil prices have gone up just a little bit over the last few days. I was going to call it just really start screaming at you. Are we okay? Nothing wrong, right? It's going to keep going down a little bit, right? Because we have inflation under control perfectly. You probably saw the records. Everyone's on television saying, what's going on here? Trump has proven to be right. All of these things. We've taken in $88 billion in tariffs in 2 months. $88 billion with no inflation. And if we're smart, there won't be. Now, we'd like to get this guy to lower interest rates because, if he doesn't, we have to pay. We have a lot of short-term debt. Obama gave it to us originally, and Biden carried it on. They like short-term. I like long-term cheap debt. But a lot of the debt comes through because Biden gets he didn't do it. I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. But somebody approved short-term debt. It's all over the place. And it comes due starting very soon. And if we would lower the interest rates by 1 point, we pay about 1 point less. That's
No room for
$300
discussion.
$1 billion a year. Can you believe it? 1 point. If you'd lower it by 2 points,
We done with that shit.
pay $600 billion a year. That's for years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever we make it. But we can't get this guy to do it. And the fake news is saying, if you fired him, it would be so bad. It would be so bad. I don't know why it would be so bad, but I'm not going to fire him. I just want.
But I wanted to have a more controlled space. I want to make sure that when people ask questions, we stick it to the topic. Our goal is to get a better understanding. I see Herb saying that he think Marcus is a what did he say? I don't want to misquote him. PDF. I don't know. No, I think people throw around some of these terms loosely. I don't know if he's PDF now. But I do think he's interesting. For sure. Wait, you at her. So, anyway, I want to make sure that when we start to ask questions, given the opportunity, we asking questions. Not just throwing out insults. Yeah, he said yeah. Throwing out insults. But I also wanted to talk about, I have 2 more people that I want to do videos on.
48 minutes. Listen, y'all. Just listen.
I miss you guys. I've been Sagar Kumar. While I love a good troll, we're gonna have to stay on subject now. You gonna troll me, you gotta troll me on the subject now. Hey Mark, Vale. Yeah, she better get some video going. I think that Marcus mentioned that to her. You need to make some videos. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Because I want to be quick about this and I want us to move on because there's something else I want to say too. I'm tired of people entertaining trolls and dragging me into your bullshit, basically. I'm sure you probably hear it. If you're not, you're going to catch the replay. I'm sure. And while me and my previous co-host parted ways, as far as
I'm the
concerned,
previous co-host.
I didn't have anything bad to say.
And I don't have anything bad to say about Allie. So I don't know why.
Nothing like what I could say.
What she could say.
Okay?
What could you say, Allie?
But the fact that you keep talking about me.
What could you say that I ain't already told these people? My life is an open book. I don't send for you. I don't speak about you, Allie. I don't send for you. I don't speak about you. I don't mention you in my sermons, as you said. I don't. I have completely forgotten you, and I promise you that. And people continue to email me to try to drag me into this fucking beef, and I don't do beef. I think I made a video about that shit the other day. I don't do that YouTube messy bullshit, man. That ain't what I came on this YouTube thing for. But anyway, let's see what you got to say.
I'm wrong when I answer. You and Beth.
Wait a minute, me and Beth what? Beth ain't got nothing to do with it.
And you keep sending for me? You gonna think I'm wrong when I answer. You and Beth.
Oh, wow. What Beth had to do with this?
I'm not that person.
Wow.
I have no reason to come for you. I'm trying to understand why you coming for me.
I'm not. Never have.
Is it because I told you don't put me in your bullshit?
I didn't.
With that young lady?
I didn't.
That I don't have nothing to do with that?
I don't have.
You let somebody come in your chat and tell you that this person was talking about you? And you go on a rant? Hey, Destiny as one. I don't have nothing to do with that. Stop bringing me up.
I don't.
Allie Allie don't know shit. Allie don't have anything to do with that.
I would love to know what she's talking about.
And before I respond to what somebody tells me, I'm going to go back and look and see what they said, so I can respond accordingly. I'm just saying. That's the appropriate response, in my opinion. Not to go on a rant about this person. And that's not me ducking no smoke with nobody.
I don't do smoke. I smoke weed.
But if I'm not ducking no smoke with them, I ain't gonna keep ducking no smoke with you either. I want to be loyal to the people who loyal to me. I want to be friendly with the people who friendly to me. But how long is what you doing appropriate for me to respond? How long? Because you just put in a video, congratulations, but
no, that's
then
not
somebody
Quita.
came in your chat and said
That's
they were
Allie.
glad that they didn't see you on my live. And you tell them
To subscribe to my channel if they want to talk shit to me.
you must not been around for a while for you not to know that I don't go over there. Or, I mean, what are you talking about?
I don't go. I'm not on your panel
You
anymore.
really want to tell them why we parted ways?
I still have, to this moment, I don't know why we parted ways. But according to the word on the street, it's because I made the statement that you asked me to leave Sonny alone. And I did, because you made me realize something. So from what I'm understanding, that's what everybody's telling me. That's where I fucked up, by revealing something you shared to me in our personal conversation, to which I made a whole video apologizing to you. But yeah, here we still are. But go ahead.
Because we could. I didn't because I didn't feel like it was necessary, really.
None of this shit is necessary.
We just go our separate ways. Ain't no love lost.
None of this shit necessary. But here we are.
But as you can see, everybody gets trolled. I done told you that.
Trolls don't bother me.
I'm not going to respond to it.
That's your decision. I'll respond to it.
But you keep bringing me up.
I don't. You keep saying that. I'm not bringing you up.
You're creating this narrative.
I didn't create a narrative at all. I never spoke on what the fuck happened. I might have spoke on it one time.
You beefing with Allie.
Yes.
So that mean we beefing?
No, absolutely not, because I don't do beef, which is why I don't understand why we're here. But go ahead.
The fuck? I didn't even know.
I didn't either. Until it was revealed to me via emails and damn Facebook
Let's talk about why you really
messenger
mad, because the
shit.
people was there. The people who know.
I'm not mad.
Quit bringing me up while you taking shots at people. If I'm sitting here telling people that I believe it was a misunderstanding, and you telling them that it wasn't, it couldn't have been, because now you go further and continue to talk about this person, then maybe I was wrong.
When did I continue to talk about this person?
It seemed to me
I
like that's what it was.
never continued to talk about the person. Solid Sonny has been attacking me for over a year. I used to help her when she had her other channel, when she was going through that nonsense with Marcus. And I used to encourage her to get out the wheelchair and get active, get therapy and shit like that. And for all intents and purposes, we was cool. So I don't understand how I spoke to her on the phone way before I called her from Foreign Blood TV, when she had her other channels. So I don't understand where that fell apart. But anyway, let's move right along.
I hear the sly comments, oh, it was said that you ambushed Marcus. No, I never said that.
I didn't say you said that. I didn't say you said that. I didn't say you said that. I said that your panel, Marcus did not handle me. Marcus cannot handle me, by the way. I said that your panel said that I ambushed Marcus. I never said you said that.
Not gonna do. It's hide behind me while you do
Never said that Allie said that I ambushed Marcus.
I hear the sly comments, oh, it was said that you ambushed Marcus. No, I never said that. You give yourself too much credit, my boy. Never said that. Never said that. Marcus handled you. To be completely honest and frank, Marcus raised your ass left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Turn you every which way with loose when he hit your ass with that short dog comment.
Nah, he couldn't have.
He took you up and threw that comment.
Couldn't have.
He spoke volume just based on what you told him.
Mm-hmm.
You paying bitches and he making money off of them.
Let's stop the video right here. I ain't never paid a bitch a day in my life. Ever. Ain't a bitch walking this earth that could say I paid her. Ever. I paid 4 bitches. Yeah. I was a trick. Buying shit. Paying for apartments, but I ain't never paid a bitch. Never.
Y'all not the same.
We definitely ain't the same. Because I would help those women instead of exploiting
When I
them.
my comments about Marcus, it was about people bringing up his kids. It had nothing to do with nothing else, because he seemed like he was handling himself. I'm just saying. When 2 men won't smoke, who am I? Who am I?
He don't want to smoke. That's why he ain't addressed none of my shit that I hit him with.
You telling him you was a 20-year detective and...
I never said, you're lying, you're lying, you're a liar. You're a liar. I ain't never told him I was no 20-year detective. I worked for NYPD for 8.5 years. I ain't never said nothing about no 20 years being no police officer. Don't lie on me.
You really can't because it's a sexual assault. Well, I guess all our parents have been sexually assaulted. That's how we all got here.
My statement was to Marcus that when he tells him to turn around and, ooh, that thing looks soft, and, ooh, can I touch it? And even if they say yes, that if he's on video recording that shit, it's sexual assault. And I stand 10 toes down on that shit.
It's assaulted our mothers because she said yes.
Assaulted our mothers because you said yes.
That sounded so fucking stupid.
No, what you just said sounded so fucking stupid,
Yet I still
actually.
didn't say nothing negative.
You couldn't, because that shit sounded stupid.
All I said was pose your questions as questions, not statements, because you want an answer. Accusing him of things and bringing up things he's done is not going to get us answers. In fact, he's just going to sit there behind those shades and not say a fucking thing, like he was doing. And respond slowly, because he's thinking about what he's going to say. See, there's a difference, a big difference between me and you.
That's what most liars do.
I want to hear what he got to say. I don't want to sit up here and tell him about myself. I'm very slow and a little resistant when they ask questions about myself, because it ain't about me, it's about you. When you meet somebody that love to talk about their fucking self. And by the way, you know, I never spoke on this, but I agree with what some of them women said. I mean, let's be for real. I mean, you done a 20-year
shed light. What's up?
Was snorting cocaine. You been on
Hold
cocaine.
up. Wait a minute. Did you just repeat your lie?
About me, it's about you. When you meet somebody that love to talk about their fucking self. And by the way, you know, I never spoke on this, but I agree with what some of them women said. I mean, let's be for real. I mean, you done a 20-year police detective.
8.5. Never been a 20-year police detective. Get your facts straight.
When they ask questions about myself, because it ain't about me, it's about you. When you meet somebody that love to talk about their fucking self.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, you know, I never spoke on this, but I agree with what some of them women said. I mean, let's be for real. I mean, you done a 20-year police detective that was snorting cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
You been on cocaine. You were a clinical psychologist.
No.
See
what I'm saying? I obtained a psychology degree from Syracuse University. I have never had a fucking job as a clinical psychologist, ever. I always passed on them.
I mean, you've had many fucking jobs in a very short period of time.
Right.
All high-paying, high-value jobs.
Absolutely, because I'm a high-paying, high-value job type of nigga.
You got to one up here. I just don't see why.
You don't see why what?
Even if this is necessary.
Y'all only had that information because y'all asked me those questions. I never volunteered any of that information.
Because I'm not like that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you are. Right, you're just like that.
A felony-filled youth.
A felony-filled youth. Let me explain something to you people out here that may not know how New York law works. I was never a felon as a youth. Never. I never got a felony as a youth. Ever. I got my first felony a couple of years ago in Baltimore. I might have been 45. First felony. Okay? I've been felonious my whole fucking life. Okay? The charges that I had in my youth were expunged, people. Okay? My mother had them expunged. Why? Because she was high up in the brass in the police department, which is how I got into the police department. Let's move right along since y'all need clarity. I don't want y'all being loud and wrong.
Oh, yeah, and then you ran the building 9/11. You saved people, and that's how you lost your leg. It's like, it's so many things.
I also was a North Carolina bus driver. for the city of Durham. Durham Area Transit Authority. What? It was another high-paying job I had. I also had my real estate license while I was in New York. Another high-paying job. Well, that's what I went. That's what I mean.
But discredit you, never talk shit about you though. Never. When the people made their comments, I thought about how we could improve what we were doing, because it was all for kicks and giggles, really. We wasn't making no money. I mean, my channel wasn't even monetized. Yet that came up that I'm a snake and not to be trusted, but you on your channel talking about me. And you mad because I caught you?
Caught me? I wasn't. It's a channel.
You
You
mad
can't.
because you gunning for
Was
Sonny,
I hiding?
You keep calling my fucking
I
name.
wasn't gunning for Sonny, and I definitely wasn't calling your name.
Fight this motherfucker by yourself. When I'm going after a bitch, I'm gonna do it by myself. If I wanted that type of smoke, and let's be clear, I ain't ducking no smoke with nobody. I hear smart shit motherfuckers saying, but when you put an ad on it, I'm gonna address it.
Some of y'all thrive on this bullshit right there.
Fuck you. Cause that's whole shit. That's what it is. Let's call it what it is. That's what it is.
Because of the size of California's population and the fact that 17...
Do not drag me in your shit though.
They don't call us city slickers for
I have no idea what's
nothing.
going on. You bringing up people that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Hurting innocent. I mean, you doing drive-bys, my guy. Slinging bullets at everybody. Innocent people catching strays. People that I don't have a fucking problem with. See, the difference between me and you is I put myself in some of these people's shoes. Do I really understand where they're coming from? Yes, Money Boy Trey. Talking about me after I helped him with the strikes.
That's a lie.
And his platform, yeah.
I didn't talk about you,
Talking
Alec.
about me after I said we gonna start on my platform, and when they fall off, we gonna go to yours.
I didn't talk about you, Alec. Stop it. I didn't talk about you. I had no reason to talk about you, Alec. I called you my little sister. Why the fuck would I talk about you? Make it make sense. I was totally blown away when you was cussing me out in my comments and people was telling me to read the comments and telling me to end my life. I'm wondering, why the fuck do I need to end my life? Why is she cussing at me in the comments? But, hey, listen.
How long, though? Before I'm wrong. Well, Canola was shooting at you directly. One indirect.
Canola never shot at me directly. Never. Canola has never come for me directly, ever.
That's my type of nigga. You gonna come.
That's your type of nigga.
I ain't trying to hit you from the back. You gonna see me when I'm coming.
Uh-huh.
You gonna know I'm coming.
Uh-huh.
I respect that.
I honestly hate it.
It's admirable.
And thought y'all
I don't
worked
need an easy win.
good together. Hey, listen.
Right? I'm the same way, so I understand that. I'm not gonna judge you off of what somebody told me. I'm gonna judge you by what I see and what I know to be true. Okay? Let's be clear. There are things that I know to be factual, that I can prove that's true about Marissa. Never put them out there. Some of that shit I gotta decide what's relevant and what's not. There's a difference between exposing the truth and hurting people.
Nothing like a cigarette.
Okay?
I'm about to roll me a blunt.
There's a difference. I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
What season is this? The final season?
But if I don't like what I see you doing, especially to those kids, they can't advocate for themselves and you beat them, I'm gonna say something.
Well, shit, I'm saying something about Marcus exploiting these damn homeless, vulnerable people. What's the problem?
I addressed the shit that was going on.
What's the problem?
I was really just, I said, you know what? I'm gonna let that shit go. But I really believe, Money Boy Trade, I really believe you thought you was gonna get clout off of this beef with me.
Clout off of a beef with Allie.
Bishop, I will drag your ass up and through there.
You won't.
You don't want me to do it.
You won't. I wouldn't even engage you, actually. It wouldn't even be, it would be a waste of my time.
I don't even want to do you like that, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Because I fucked with you at one point, I don't even want to do that. But I could.
Trump Towers in New York. I used to work there. I used to open the front doors of Trump Tower for a little while on a security detail.
Do not make me.
Do not make her drag me up through there.
Church sermons. Just like people come to you, they come to me.
Fake ass church sermons.
I see.
Fake ass church sermons.
I see.
You see me. That's all that matters. Long as you see me.
The shit you say, oh, my big forehead, run the nigga at my house. Bishop, I ain't never tried to change you. I don't give a fuck if you change.
You did try to change me, but those comments were not to you, ma'am. About a forehead. And I ain't never seen your fucking forehead. So, except for pictures on Facebook. And I don't even judge people by no goddamn pictures. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I ain't never spoke about your forehead. And when I spoke about controlling the man that you fuck with, I was talking to Miss Sunny. I wasn't talking to you. I was telling her to control Canola, who continues to disrespect her in her fucking comments. I don't even know your man. So why would I make a comment about your man, Allie? Makes no sense, man. Stop putting these charges on me that ain't mine. I wear my shit. I own everything I do. My whole life, I've been owning all my shit.
What you eat don't make me shit. I don't care. I don't care. Really, I don't. I got a lot of things going on in my life, and you changing ain't really the biggest concern for me. Sorry, it's not.
It was when I was on your panel, though.
So stop trying to put that narrative out there like that's why we had an issue.
I never
or
did.
It's about Marcus, because it's not.
I never
it's
did.
Not.
I never did, nor would I.
The only thing with Marcus is how can we sit up here and interview somebody when you sitting up here asking questions that ain't fucking questions?
Now, that's a good point.
What answers did you get? From what you asked, what did we learn? Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. I don't think I learned nothing new.
And the whole place was littered with cars. I said, what happened? They were electric cars.
You bringing up other people.
Why she's so emotional?
I didn't like.
Because she's a woman?
Both people were present.
Both people were present. Oh, she's talking about, I brought up Ayanna J and Sonny
never gonna judge somebody for
inappropriately in her eyes.
Or what they did at that time based on whatever. That's not my business. And if I put myself in these shoes, I can't say they wrong. I can't. Wrong, right, or nothing. So I can't speak on it.
But they did. They spoke on it. So why can't we speak on it? That's what you do. You react to shit, right?
Both people have moved the fuck on. You need to do the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Move the fuck on.
I did. Yet here we are.
Questions.
No, I don't have to ask any questions because I'm not in that sector. You see what I'm saying? I was sucked into that fucking sector. And I told your ass that I didn't want to be in that sector.
If you want to shoot your shot at those people, just words to the wise, do that shit.
Under the previous regime, car prices skyrocketed as a direct result of the mandate.
Do that shit.
These mandates, this nonsense.
Facial hair goes crazy hard. Blessings.
Let's talk about why we really fell out. Stop lying. It ain't had nothing to do with Marcus. You went on your channel after we been on that panel. You mad at the people that saying that they didn't like how you overtalked him.
No. I was mad at the people that were disrespectful in your comments. I don't give a fuck what people say, as long as they ain't disrespectful. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. Point blank, period. I don't do that bigger person shit that you do.
Messier than us is crazy work. Because how the fuck you react to Shantaria, you know she ain't in her right mind. And that's some low-hanging fruit shit. But you a hood bitch. You a hood bitch shit. Last time I checked, it's a bully when you fucking with people that can't fight you back. Address people that can address you. But that's probably the issue, that they don't even want to address you.
I think she moved on to somebody else now. I think she cooking on somebody else now, because I don't think I did no show.
Stop creating fights
Shantoria
and
content.
fires that you want other people to diffuse. And even after I addressed that, please don't, I said don't do that. Why are you doing that?
They want you to go all electric, and the batteries are so heavy, the damn boat.
You get mad with me?
I never got mad with you. You got mad with me and cussed me out in my comments.
People told you that we were beefing?
Yes, people did tell me that we were beefing. I guess to start a beef.
Beefing for what?
Couldn't know.
I said what I said to your face. Not behind your back, to your face. Let's be clear. You bringing up shit I'm saying, saying out of context. That's not what the fuck I said. That's not how it was said.
My uncle was a big shot at MIT, the smartest guy. He never had a smarter guy.
And now we beefing. And you know what? I said, you know what? He probably upset. The people in the chat, he took the comments personal. Shit, people saying shit to me. I ate it. I ain't gonna never get mad with nobody about their opinion. I just don't. I'm gonna decide whether it apply or whether I'm gonna let it fly. And I got dummies in this motherfucker taking shit I'm saying like I'm talking to them. Yes, bitch, take that shit back on your channel since you want to really go. Since you want to go.
Y'all
Back.
should
Bitch,
have had a conversation.
Yes.
Seems like
yes. Take it back.
Seems like there was some miscommunication.
Because I don't know if you bitches think that I'm weak, scared, because I'm none of that. None of it. And I'm not looking to react on somebody who's not going to say shit back. Okay? So if you want to go there, then I can go there with whoever. That's fine. Let's go. Exactly, Kenola. I didn't even want to bring that up. I said something to you, Kenola. Kenola never got mad. Never. That's why I said, you know what? People talk that shit. That's why I said, you know, really, Kenola? People say a lot of shit, but sometimes I like to get to know a person for myself a little bit because people want to be understood, but they don't want to understand all the time. They don't care to understand where you coming from. They just want you to understand where they coming from. And highly effective people, there's a book. Seek to understand before they seek to be understood. I extend Marcus that same thing. I just want to understand, like, did you ever think about it? Oh, you did? Okay. I had a few more questions. Several more, actually. I never got to ask because I couldn't. I also wanted to make sure I asked the comment questions, but I'm trying to filter through what's what. I got people in there, and since they want to throw in their red comments, you in here talking about your race. Who gives a fuck? You know, you got somebody else. I'm trying to filter through good questions through the bullshit. I'm also trying to control what's going on panel, because it wasn't questions, it was insults. And I'm not accusing nobody of ambushing nobody, because he held his own.
And Elon still endorsed me, because honestly...
What the ambush was we can't get what we need.
Oh, by the way, the reference to that highly effective reference you made there was the, I think the name of that book, I read that shit years ago. It's the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think that's what she was referring to. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Y'all need to check that book out. Good book.
Because we busy throwing out insults that don't matter or talking about his kids.
Now I was talking about the man's kids. Lord have mercy.
I want him to quote me what was actually said. Hey, can you put the video back up so we can review it? To verify that's what you said.
Let me roll me something.
But ask him, like, I just think that, listen.
She had the wrong co-host, that's all.
I just think that I am getting a little exhausted, and I understand when people do that about taking the high road. How long should I let you gun for me before I?
This is the high
before
road,
I
y'all.
respond?
This is the high road, y'all.
How long?
That's what the high road
You tell
look
me.
like. Do I miss being a
You said people
detective?
told you that we was beefing, but then
Sometimes.
if based on what people said, why did you go Sunday and make a whole sermon about me having a big forehead?
Wasn't talking
And
about you.
Just a bunch of bullshit.
Wasn't talking about you.
Why did you make a whole video to Miss Coaxum?
Because I can.
But and like I told
I
you,
was
in
responding
my
to
response
her.
to you, if you gonna do
I was
that,
responding to the
stand on
video
what you
that
say,
she
but quit
made.
mentioning me.
I didn't mention you in my video at all.
I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not ducking smoke with her, but I don't have a problem with her.
Neither do I, and I said that shit in several
Everybody
videos.
different, but I
don't give a fuck about her at the
never
end
done
of the
nothing
day.
to me.
She came for me and I responded.
I haven't seen nothing she's done that make me want to say nothing that derogatory to her.
Wow.
And she's a human and she has feelings.
I don't beef with these people
And in
in
her
these
video,
YouTube
it sounded to
streets,
me like you
man.
hurt her feelings. And instead of you apologizing to her.
I would never apologize to her.
Which
Will
would
she
be really
apologize to me? No, it's not. No, it's not.
You doubled down and said you was defending her, and Allie know. Allie don't know shit.
And I will.
I didn't know you was gonna do that. I don't even know why you did it. And I said that too in the chat. Allie don't know shit. I don't even know why you did it.
Because I was explaining why I left Sonny alone. Because I was explaining, why do you care why I'm saying stuff to this girl? Why is it your business? Why do you care? I ain't saying nothing to you.
When she responds.
No. I only respond when she says something. That's what you missing. Ain't nobody bullying nothing. She's the fucking bully. Watch one of her videos. But it don't matter. Can't bully me. None of you motherfuckers can bully me. Ever.
And then you so back and forth with it. 1 minute we cool, the next minute we not.
I took care of my ladies. I did. And I ain't never doing that bullshit again. Unless I get married, and I don't think I will. Because I'm not financially able to care for nobody else.
Am I mad? No.
You sound mad.
I really don't give a damn, to be honest with you.
You really do, and that's crazy.
Before I did
Because this shit is the internet. You should have been dead at me. You should have been dead at me.
Fired.
I thought we was already dead. But before I did your ass.
Before I take your ass up and through there.
Don't you can't take me up and through nowhere. You can't take Bishop up and through nowhere, ma'am. You can't take me nowhere. Because I done been up and through there my whole life.
Leave me alone. Just because people come in your chat and say shit, I don't even know why you be entertaining it. You know how many people come in my chat and say stuff about people? And Queen Gigi, I felt that way. Not even, and I hate to put a name on it because I don't want to be bringing people's name up outside people, but I agree. This young lady had every right to be upset to me because I would have been too. I put myself in her shoes and I think I would have been mad too. Not just her, the other young lady too. That's why I apologize to them.
And?
Because it was wrong.
And?
If you felt like he wronged them, then they would be considered victims. So why are you sitting up here doing this to them? There would be people that had been hurt. So why are you doing that? Are you victim shaming? That's what you're doing.
Victim shaming?
Bringing up stuff that happened with them. And I mean, why?
You know, you people throw around these fucking terms that you don't know what the fuck they mean.
What he eat don't make me shit. Why? I don't, and like I told you, I don't know the nature of their relationship, so I'm not going to speak on it. I don't know.
I said that he had a young lady locked in the goddamn closet for 5 months.
Right now I'm looking at
and I'm wrong for saying that shit?
Going on with her?
When she put it out there? Come on,
why you tell her she ain't gonna get no dick?
Y'all sound crazy as hell.
Ain't get no more. And she, oh, yeah, what you say? Okay. Well, then what did you say?
Yeah, their relationship was on the internet, so it's gonna be brought up. But yeah, you know, I'm
But
wrong
maybe
for
I
bringing
did
it
too.
up.
I wanted to
Fucking
protect her feelings
nuts.
too. I felt like it wasn't right. It wasn't. And that's what I mean when I say Marcus came over here and shook shit up.
I oppose this 25% tariff on all foreign automobiles and investments in American manufacturing and auto manufacturing. All manufacturing is surging.
And I ain't got nothing but respect for him for that.
In the not too distant future, the higher you go, the more likely there's another plant here.
Canola, you said she actually got some a few days ago. That's what he don't know. Got some what?
See all that and nosy shit? I'm not into that shit.
Simply amazing. He definitely cut the grass unintentionally. I had motherfuckers in here I wasn't even talking to.
They're gonna spend $5 billion, and Hyundai announced that it will invest.
I'm a goofy. I'm a messy.
Goofy, I don't use that word. Messy, I might have said that. You are messy, but I never said goofy.
Girl, you know, I advise you to back up too.
Or she talking to somebody else?
Before I drag your ass up and through there too.
Allie be dragging motherfuckers up and through there, yo. That's what she do.
Cause you one deep breath away from it. You fucking culture vulture. Since we throwing out names for each other. How does that one fit you? Mm.
A big investment is being made in Pennsylvania. You've been reading about it. They're going to spend $17 billion on U.S. steel. And all the steel workers want
not. Oh no, money back boy Trey. I'm not gonna forget. What I'm not gonna do is keep going through this. You want me to show people who you are?
Go ahead.
I can.
Feel free. Please do.
Because the truth is, I don't have a problem with you.
Please do.
I don't.
If you feel that you have some information that the world would like to know about me,
like the fact that you didn't have
please share that shit.
But I also feel like
because there is nothing that I hide.
You don't know that yet.
Nothing.
You need to learn. Because not everybody is okay with it.
Hold on, let me fix this right here.
I don't want to though. Because the truth is, I don't have a problem with you. I don't. As a person, I kind of liked you. Thought you were funny. I like the fact that you didn't have a filter. But I also feel like you need to learn when to put it on.
Nope.
And you don't know that yet.
I'm not going to learn it either. No, I don't.
Not everybody.
I don't need to learn that.
Is okay with that.
I don't give a fuck. The people that ain't okay with it ain't my people. And fuck them.
Some people appreciate appropriateness.
I'm highly appropriate when the situation calls for it.
Because you have to take into
I'm
consideration
versatile.
people's feelings.
You don't make it to detective unless you're versatile.
If you felt like you needed to defend people, you also got to take into consideration their feelings.
And that's where I fucked up, trying to defend these whores. That's where I fucked up at. I'll definitely admit that. I definitely fucked up trying to.
And I did.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly for us, it gives us the ability to plan.
Excuse me.
We were forced to have to look at putting in
I also watched how you, and I let that slide too, when you attacked.
And doesn't give you any return. So this allows us, it's going to free me up and our companies up to invest in what
my moderator. Simply amazing. I didn't like that at all.
That was an accident because I'm legally blind, and I read a comment that was right above hers, and I apologized for that. So you're bringing it up because what?
Comment, and she didn't even make the comment.
So you like to drudge up bullshit? Oh, okay, I see.
You attacking the wrong person.
I see what you do. You like to drudge up shit that people move on, that you move on from. Okay, I see what you do. I got you.
Cynthia said, Ken, no, he will not. He likes to play where he said, oh, no. Ken better go look at that channel. It is a video on it, Ken.
Yeah, there is a video to you, Ken. Directly to you. There is.
Hey, Sydney.
And you need to check that out. Because I don't play these YouTube games.
I just think I'm not trying to attack you. Really wasn't trying to even do this and go there with you, to be honest.
So why did you?
I'm tired of you bringing up my name.
I don't bring up your name. At all. If I did, I would have never congratulated you on 1,000 subscribers.
I've never done nothing to you.
I called you my little sister for a reason. I trusted your ass.
Even as a mod on
Told
your
you
channel,
you got my grandmother's spirit.
Talking, I didn't go on there and did nothing. I did go on there and curse you out in your own chat.
You did.
But I came to you.
You did.
Because you were still talking.
I was. I wasn't lying, but I was talking.
I did.
I mentioned you, but I didn't lie.
But I never did nothing sinister on your channel.
And I shouldn't have mentioned you.
Never tried to mess with nothing. That's not even my character. I don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know that.
Even now, if I wanted to fight you back, I got a few weapons in my arsenal.
Use them.
Am I going to use them?
Use them. Use them, man. I could care less.
Really don't.
I am unafraid.
Drag me in some beef.
I'm definitely not trying to drag you in no beef that I don't beef. I don't beef. So I can't drag you into something that I don't do.
I really don't know what happened between the two of you. I know what you told me, but I had a few questions about that. I just didn't want to ask them. Because I felt like it wasn't necessary.
One size fits all policies like those adopted in California do not work. America,
where we at now?
Every American should be able to choose what they want to drive.
Anything that happened between you and somebody, I was there trying to. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Because based on what you told me, I just sound like it's a misunderstanding. And maybe y'all should get some clarity because, you know. But shit, after me going through this, I'm wondering if I'm wrong.
Going through what? What you going through?
Cindy says, I thought the feedback in the comments was very constructive. He didn't take it. No. I had to delete a comment or two that he wrote back. Because he definitely wasn't taking it. And I understand that, you know. Sometimes people don't process constructive criticism well. It's okay. It's okay. I even let that slide. I just deleted the negative stuff that I felt like was too attackish. And hey, Sid, and wrote back appropriate, what I felt like was appropriate. Because listen, some of the things that they were saying to Bishop, I applied them to me. You know, when I started the channel, I didn't think nothing was going to come of it. I just didn't like what I saw. And speaking of, let's shift gears. Oh. And I started to show y'all the evidence, but you know what? I ain't even gonna waste my time. It's a waste of time.
Here to discuss a little bit about the trucking industry.
Sydney said he definitely attacked. I was surprised at how he responded. I was too, because we already had these conversations.
I don't know why y'all was surprised.
In fact, I told him, and he even said this on his own live, so I'm not repeating our conversation. I'm saying what I said. I said, actually, there's a few things before he even got on the panel with Marcus that you can learn from Marcus. Now, this is something I observed. This is
I can't learn shit from Marcus. You might can, but I can't learn shit from Marcus.
He's very selective with his words. He has the shades on. I can see, but I can see his eyes and his brain going. He kind of drop his head just a tad bit, and he go to thinking about what he's going to say and how he's going to say it.
That's what liars do. What you mean?
Marcus is reading the comment behind his shades, but he does not respond to everybody. Pay attention. Let the trolls troll. You need to learn how to do that.
No, I don't. You need to learn how to stop telling people what they need to learn how to do, especially grown folk.
And that it would lead
just mind your business.
Too, because he picks and chooses his battles and what he responds to, and how he responds. You're not going to be able to have a crazy Marcus, because Marcus does not let people pull him out of character easily.
With the signing of this resolution, Mr. President,
He's more calculated than that.
I'm getting tired, y'all. I gotta take a nap. Shit,
Knowing
put me to
that,
sleep.
yes, I will be leaving it up. Yes. Knowing that, you can't attack him and think you're going to be successful. It's not going to work. So you got to learn how to read people. As a detective, you would think a person would know how to read people.
You would think.
Who and what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Key personality traits.
Mm-hmm.
Truck drivers, auto workers, small business people, and manufacturers all over our country. And actually,
he is very strategic. Marcus is very strategic in what he's doing. Pay attention. Listen to what he's saying. He making money off of this. He making money off of them. So for him, it's a double win.
That's what
he's
you
not
think.
losing or really spending. You can really look at the net. Yeah, I might have invested in it, but the net return is going to be greater. What I get out is going to be more than what I put in. Have a blessed day, darling.
That's what every pimp.
So
that's the whole
I understood some
purpose
of
of pimping.
I had questions based on those answers too.
And 6 months ago, it was a laughing stock. They said that to me, those words, it was a laughing stock, and it was an absolute laughing.
But I wanted to have a more controlled space. I want to make
Control.
sure that when people
controlled space, you can't control Bishop.
We sticking to the topic.
You can't control Bishop.
Our goal is to get a better understanding.
Talking out of both sides of your neck.
Herb said that he think Marcus is a what did he say? I don't want to misquote him. PDF or something. I don't know. No, I think people throw around some of these terms loosely. I don't know.
Yeah, like you do.
But I do think he's got he's interested for sure. Where you at, Herb? So, anyway, I want to make sure that when we start to ask questions, given the opportunity, we asking questions. You know, not just throwing out insults. Yeah, he said PDF. Throwing out insults. But I also wanted to talk about, I have 2 more people that I want to do videos on.
No, that's your mother's fluids dripping off my mustache. Your mama's fluids.
So we still watching Marissa, but Marissa ain't
your
got
mother's
nothing going
fluids.
On. A bunch of clickbait and lies. I know she said she was.
Did you hear that? Here's her.
Boyfriend for the Thanksgiving.
Here's hers landscaping. It's your mother's bodily fluids dripping off my mustache.
And
that shit stinks. I gotta wash my face because that shit stinks.
Let her enjoy her pregnancy for the time being. I do want to see Quita. This morning, somebody called her hotel room. And y'all. Ooh, y'all. Did you see that? Oh, Moshi, I saw that. The fake Target swag bag. Girl. So I do want us to keep going with Quita. But I got 2 more people that deserve our time and attention, y'all. Oh, goodness. One of the ladies is quite attractive, in my opinion.
His and hers. Go find something to do.
And we're going to start reacting to them.
His and her landscaping. Find something to do.
Very soon.
Ignorant ass.
One of the ladies, you guys might already know.
She
Her
going
name
into this messy
is
bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Nobody give a fuck about Quita. Or none of that messy bullshit.
She is someone a lot of y'all already know her.
Where the fuck is my remote? Because I don't want to hear this bullshit.
To me, she's really a really attractive lady. She was featured on.
Let's see if there's anything else. Is that it? Is that it about me? I don't give a fuck about the rest of that bullshit.
So, this is the same person as the person. Y'all see it? Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure. Here.
Yeah, they're going to do better than ever before. They're going to sell cars in America at levels that they've never even thought of before. And they're going to make more money than they ever made before. It's going to be great. They're going to be selling a better car. It's going to be a better product.
It's Lily nothing, bro. I said, hey, Lily. I said, I want to talk to you about something. Well, can you tell my sisters I love them? No, I'm not telling them nothing. We don't fuck with you. You're just a real man. You're out the family.
And they like me today even better than they did.
And then we can react to those because I really want to see what people say.
Yeah, they have plants moving in.
The mother is on drugs. What?
I'm interested in you getting the fuck out of here at this point. Here's her landscaping.
The mother initially introduced herself as a sugar baby,
do.
which was harassing her.
Come here!
That she needs to get her daughter. Who, after having 8 kids with her, left her for his high school sweetheart and married her. And since then has also had a mistress.
Messy shit sells. Y'all keep on with that messy shit. I'm good. I don't got no beef with no alley.
Shanika got a lot.
I ain't got no beef with nobody in these fucking YouTube streets. Okay? I hope this is the end of this bullshit.
A lot going on.
Okay?
I don't even know.
Everybody move forward
I could
and be blessed. Everybody move forward and be blessed. Keep growing. Keep getting your clout. Keep getting your clout. Keep getting your power. Do you, man? But leave the bishop the fuck alone. Trust me.
Okay, Trudy. Thank you for coming in.
It's so sad what's going on in Los Angeles. Think of it.
Here's her landscape. I don't want to hear that God bless you shit. You come in here being an asshole on my channel and now you want God to bless me? Stop that bullshit. The fuck is wrong with you Christians?
Thank you,
wrong
Queen
with you?
Gigi. Oh.
Look at your comments and then read that last comment. Talk about some God bless you. Get your life together. What the fuck is wrong with you people, man? People are just sick.
So
we live in a sick world, a sick society. All right, that's it for that bullshit. She's gonna start with some other content. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Zero time for that shit. Charleston White banned from Young Boy Tour. What's up, boy? Hi.
Charleston White.
Hi, buddy.
What you got on, man? You a doctor? You a nurse? What you wearing today?
I relieve pressure. I'm Dr. Pressure Reliever.
Oh, shit, Dr. Pressure Reliever. I know that's right. Hey, listen, y'all, I'm about to let y'all go because I gotta take me a nap. I'm homeless, house hunting. Oh, okay, she's still looking. 7 hours ago. Day in the life of an addict.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to
Go drink some water. Go drink some water. Go drink some water. Go drink some water. You choking on that bone. Go get some water. Go get some water. Go drink some water, Garfield. Go drink some water. Go get some water. Go get some water, buddy.
I'm about to do another house tour. You're looking to have some good news for you all very, very soon. But I am at the house that I'm about to go look at. I'm about to go in there right now, so I will catch up with you guys when I get in there. You guys can tell me what you think. So yeah.
That's Odie.
Okay.
Odie, you need some water, buddy?
Come on. And I eventually called in the National Guard, but it was 7 7 days later, I said, I'll never do that again. I'm never gonna, if I see problems brewing, if they're not gonna do the problem, I'm not gonna wait 2 weeks. Because that city, Minneapolis, burned down. You remember the CNN anchor? He was standing there saying, yes, this is a peaceful rally, and behind him, the entire city was on fire. It looked like World War II. And,
Where's the fucking water?
I appreciate the question. Yes. Thank you. The plane crash was terrible. I've already told them anything we can do. It's a big country, strong country. They'll handle it, I'm sure, but I let them know that anything we can do will be over there immediately. But it was a horrific crash. It looks like most are gone. They actually maybe had a couple survivors, which is just heard. But that was a horrible crash. Nobody has any idea what it might be. I gave him a couple of pointers. I said, maybe you look at this and then, we saw the plane. It looked like it was flying pretty well. It didn't look like there was an explosion. It just looked like the engines maybe lost power. But boy, that is a terrible crash. It's one of the worst in aviation history. Yeah, second.
How come have you served that conflict with Iran?
For I'd love to avoid the conflict. Iran's going to have to negotiate a little bit tougher. Meaning, they're going to have to give us some things that they're not willing to give us right now. I'm the last person. I've kept this out of wars. We defeated ISIS completely, 100%. And I haven't had it's peace to the strength. I believe in peace to the strength. We're the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt the military, as you remember, for 4 years. I rebuilt the military. And then we gave a chunk of it away, but it was still peanuts. It was a lot, but it was peanuts compared to what we rebuilt. Give it to Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our country with the whole withdrawal, the way they withdrew was very embarrassing. But we rebuilt the military. We have the greatest, strongest military. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in 4 weeks. It was told to be 5 years. It was going to take 5 years, anywhere from 4 to 5 years. We did it in 4 weeks. But by the way, headed by the general who's now the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That's why he's there. He said it would take 4 weeks, and he did it in 4 weeks. He did actually a little bit faster. So we have a great country, and we're going to keep it that way. And when it comes to Los Angeles or other cities, if we see other cities are gearing up, and these people are agitators, they're paid, they're professionals, they're insurrectionists, they're troublemakers, they're all of those things. But I believe that we're going to find out through Pam Bondi and her great staff of great people, justice, who they are. And Mike, I think you're doing some investigations in that in Congress, but we're going to find out who they are, because they're really, I think what they're doing is unbelievably illegal. Just one thing, so they took the bricks away from people. They're walking in with satchels of bricks. Now, why do you have bricks? You have bricks because you throw bricks. It was very important. They kill you. And they took them away. The military took them away. They said, what the hell is this?
Same stupid shit. I need to throw this shit in the fucking trash so it's not in my goddamn house.
They took them away and they filled others with bricks. But they're ingenious. They also brought hammers along, very heavy hammers. And I saw them pounding the curb and kept pounding the sidewalk. And it was like a military operation. This guy's pounding strong, boom, big shots. And breaking up granite, the granite curbs. And the granite was breaking up and the concrete was breaking up. And there was lines of people standing there and they're handing them. And then he stopped handing them. They just went down and picked them up. It was so professional. I said, that's a professional organization. This is not like people at random. This guy's breaking up because they couldn't use the bricks. So who would think of this even? Did a lot of damage, a lot of curbs are broken, a lot of sidewalks broken, but I never saw that before. That's one I haven't seen. I thought I saw it all. And they have it on tape. And with that, people get killed. They go to the bridges and they drop the concrete off the top of the bridge with a car coming along at 70 miles an hour and the person dies. And we had a lot of car problems. You saw that. They were all over the road. They were littered all over the road where the cars got stopped by concrete going through the front windshield. These are bad people. If we didn't go, Los Angeles right now would be on fire. It would be a disaster. And we stopped it. And last night was very good. Nobody showed up. You know why they didn't show up? Because we were there. If it was just the police, because the police are great. I know those police, they're great, but they're told not to do anything. They're not allowed to act. Thank you.
I'll drink some water. Damn dog was choking, y'all. Had to save my boy. Oh. All right. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all. Do me a favor. Double tap that like. Smash that like button. Hey, listen. BishopLo don't beef for nobody, man. So if you're beefing with BishopLo, you're beefing by yourself. Trust that shit. Blessings, y'all. Till we get together again. May there be peace between me and thee. I'm gone, y'all. Church.